What's up, everyone? This is Stefan James, and we are live right now on the Project Life Mastery YouTube channel. How you doing? Hope you guys are doing amazing. I'm here in Cape Town, South Africa. It's pretty early in the morning right now. It's about 7 a.m. I'm not sure where you are coming from in the world, but I'd love to know. So if you're here live right now, please leave a message here in the chat. Let me know your name and where you're joining in from. Happy to give you guys a shout out. But I'm up early this morning and been up actually since 4 or 5 a.m. because the countdown is coming to an end. Amazing Sell Machine 11, ASM 11 is closing now in about 2 hours, almost less than 2 hours. And it's the bonuses I put together to share and help support you build your business is also coming to an end as well. So I know that those of you that are in North America right now, it might be 10 p.m. at night, or it might be 1 o'clock in the morning if you're in Eastern time. But wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's always a pleasure to have a chance to connect with you guys and try to add some value to your life. So if you're joining in, please leave a message in the chat. I got my computer right here in front of me. And hopefully everything is working smooth, but let's see who we got today. All right, we got Jordan from California, we got Joel from Florida, Crystal from Texas. What's up, everyone? We've got Elaine from Scotland, Diana from Colombia, Jordan and Crystal, Tatiana from Moldova. Awesome, welcome everyone. Shivam from Georgia. We got Nabeen from Sydney, Australia. Thank you guys, really appreciate all the comments. Abnis from Somalia. Awesome. We got Elaine, Nabeen, Shivam, Halifax, 2 o'clock in the morning. Arthur from Florida, Dustin from Nova Scotia. Fantastic. Caesar from Chicago. Alwish from India, Nai from Cali, Dave from Singapore, Juan from Venezuela. Awesome, welcome everyone. It's always a pleasure. Thank you guys so much for being here. So with that being said, let's dive into today. Listen, if you guys have any questions for me, please let me know, post in the chat. I want to be of service to you. I want to help you with that, whatever your goal might be. You know, if you have a specific goal right now to build a business, to sell on Amazon, let me know. If you have questions about getting started, if you have questions about whether or not this is the right business for you. It's not for everyone, but for a lot of people, if you're here, it probably is. But I'm happy to answer those questions anyways. If you have any concerns, any worries, any fears, any limitations that might be holding you back, I believe that our time together here is worthwhile if we can make a shift. Sometimes that little shift, you don't see that impact it makes in your life right away, but you take that off a year from now, 5, 10 years from now, it can totally change your life. And sometimes we all have self-imposed limitations and fears and doubts and worries and these barriers that prevent us from moving forward. And you know, one of the best pieces of advice that I've ever heard is that we got to get out of our own way. That sometimes we're in our own way, and the biggest obstacle that we have in the way of our success is us, right? Because we have all these fears and doubts and worries and concerns that prevent us from taking action and making progress. So if we can accomplish any of that, then I think our time together is a great win. And happy to dive into questions that you guys have about selling on Amazon. And if you have questions about Amazing Sell Machine, which just as a reminder, they're closing their doors in 2 hours, less than 2 hours from now. This is the course, if you're not aware, I've been sharing it quite a bit, shared it over the years, but it's the course that has taught myself and Tatiana and so many other people how to get started selling on Amazon from scratch. It's a course that if you're a total beginner, if you're a total newbie, you're gonna love it because it's gonna guide you everything step by step by step and walk you through the process. And they have more success stories than any other program I've ever seen and been a part of, and I've been a part of many. I've invested a lot in myself over the years. And so nothing comes close. And it's more than a course, really. It's really something that is designed to get you results. And that's why it includes mentorship. That's why it includes you know, software and tools, because they want to give you everything that you really are going to need to have success. so that you don't have to buy a course and then go get the mentorship, go get the software and tools. They're charging you a higher price because they want to help you succeed a lot easier and faster. And in my opinion, I love that. I love to partner with someone that's the best and something that I can stand behind that is going to over deliver and get you the results that you're after. And not only that, but I put together a pretty incredible bonus offer as well, where you get access to my life's work, my best courses and trainings and expertise, including my mentorship, things that all complement you and help you fast track your journey towards success. So the details of this are in the description of this video. So if you want to click on through, you can check that out. But I'll warn you, time is running out, less than 2 hours left to join. There's no plans of ASM reopening in the future, although I hope they do. I really hope that they do, because I think it's such a great program. But there was once a time a few years ago, 2017, I think, when everybody thought they're going to reopen again, and they didn't for 2 years. And a lot of people missed out. And I don't know about you, but I hate missing out. I believe that fortune favors the bold. It's those that take advantage of opportunities. They seize the moment. Those are the people that get ahead and succeed, not the ones that dabble, not the ones that miss out on opportunities and don't take action. The opportunity is now. And the sooner that you get in and start, the sooner that you benefit, because Amazon is only going like this. Amazon is scaling like crazy. And I don't know about you, but I want to be a part of that growth. A rising tide raises all ships. So you got to get a boat, a ship in the water to benefit from the growth. And that's why, even if you have a product up on Amazon, you're going to benefit. Even if you're not doing well, you will benefit as Amazon grows, especially as they grow internationally. And a few things I want to share before you dive into your questions. I see the comments, everything coming in. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. I want to just kind of talk a little bit about this opportunity in general, why I think is so beneficial to so many people. I think number one, the internet in general has changed everyone's life. The internet is the greatest invention, in my opinion, that we've been able to benefit from in our lifetimes. And it's something that our parents, our grandparents did not have access to. If you look at a traditional business, starting one, it was so much more expensive, so much harder, so much more demanding and challenging and limiting than what is available today. Because if you wanted to sell your retail product, you'd most likely have to sell it traditional retail and maybe have your own store and have a staff, and there's a lot of expenses that are involved in that. But because of the internet, there's a lot of expenses that you don't have to pay. You don't have to have a physical location. You can work from home. You don't have to have employees. You can use technology to automate a lot of things for you. And Amazon is really the platform that has made it the easiest and the most cost efficient to leverage in order to make money from. Amazon has hundreds of millions of customers from all over the world. They are $1 trillion company, and actually I don't know if they are anymore. Their stock dropped a little bit yesterday, but they're only one other company in history. I think Apple is the only other one that crossed $1 trillion. But Amazon grows 20% every single year. They're growing massively internationally. If you look at India, if you look at Australia, if you look at Brazil, all these other countries outside of the United States. And more people are getting access to the internet, but more people are shopping online. And that's the trend. And whenever you start and consider an opportunity or a business, you want to be a part of something that's going up like this. You don't want to be a part of something that is flatline or is dropping. Amazon, if you use your common sense, is going to continue to grow, and you benefit from that the sooner that you take advantage of it. But also the reasons why I love Amazon is Amazon does a lot of the hard work for you. You get to leverage their platform. You can use their platform to launch your product and have your own piece of real estate on Amazon.com. You're having your own product listing that's there where people can come and find it and purchase your product, and you can make money from that. Amazon handles the payment processing so that you don't have to. Amazon handles the storing of your inventory. You don't have to have your own warehouse or go third party. You can leverage Amazon for that, ship it to their warehouses, they'll store it for you. Amazon will handle the fulfillment for you. They'll ship the product automatically when someone makes a purchase of your product on your Amazon listing. They'll handle the refunds. They'll handle a lot of the customer support for you. They'll even handle a lot of the marketing, because you can run ads on Amazon. Amazon is a search engine, right? You can rank your product. There's so much that Amazon does for you that it's a business that, out of everything that I've seen, is one of the best in terms of producing passive income, automated income, and it's also one of the best businesses to remove yourself from, so it doesn't depend on you, and it's a business that's a sellable asset that you could eventually sell at a multiple if you choose to. So there's a lot of incredible benefits. I think another one is a lot of people, they don't want to put themselves out there, and Amazon's a great one where you can kind of be behind the scenes, not have to put yourself out there, and do incredibly well with it. So there's more that I could share, but how about I just focus my attention on the comments right now and dive into some of those. So let's dive in. And I will mention though, selling on Amazon, this is an important thing. It's not for everyone. It's not for those that are here and you're broke and you're struggling and you're looking for something to rescue you. Amazon or any online business, I hate to say it, is not going to be able to rescue you. It costs money and time to build a business, a successful business. And so if you're looking at like a get rich quick, if you're looking at like, I have no money and I'm going to start an online business, I'm going to get rich, that's not how this works, because you're going to need money in order to invest in inventory, in your products, in the right training and education, marketing costs. There's expenses in building a business. And so it's not for you if you're like broke and desperate and you're looking to solve that problem. If you're looking to solve your money issue, you really got to start with managing the existing money you have. You got to find jobs either where you live, or there's jobs available online that you can work for as a freelancer. And you got to get to a point where you're making money consistently in your life. Number one, right? You got a paycheck coming in, you're trading your time for money. Yes, you're going to have to go through that, but you're saving the money that you're making, you're putting it aside, and then you're able to be in a position where you can then invest in responsibly starting an online business. If you are financially secure, great, but I have to mention that because there's a lot of people that are not financially secure, and that's not a good thing. We got to solve that and fix that. I assume that most people are financially secure and responsible with their money, and if that's the case for you, this is a great business for you to get into. Okay, let's see here. Okay, question is, do you recommend creating an LLC before opening the Amazon seller account? So an LLC is what's available for those in the United States. If you're outside the United States, there's corporations and other entities that you can have instead. But having starting with an LLC is totally optional. You do not have to have a corporation or an LLC to sell on Amazon. All you need is you got to set up your Seller Central account. You can put in your personal name, you can put in your personal address, you can link it to your personal bank account, and then that's it. You can start selling that way. And that's selling as a sole proprietor, which means that you'll personally receive payments to your personal bank account. Okay, at the end of the year, you got to file your tax return, right? So you'd file your tax return, report this other additional income that you've made and pay the taxes on that. And so that's the easiest way, and the fastest way is just get started. And a lot of people, what they do is they just get started that way, and then as they start making some money, then they start setting up the LLC or the corporation, and they transfer everything into that. Okay, that's the fastest and the easiest way. Now, you are going to want to have an LLC or a corporation eventually. Whether you start with one now or you add one later is totally up to you. It's depending on a few factors. It might depend, for example, if right now you have the money to hire a lawyer or to set that up, right? I mean, that's a factor. It might cost you a couple $100 to do that. It also depends if right now if you already have a lot of assets and you want to protect yourself, because one of the advantages of an LLC or a corporation is the liability protection. So in the event that someone wants to sue you, which I've never personally had to deal with, and most people I see on Amazon haven't dealt with, so it's not that big of a risk, but it still could happen, right? Someone could sue you. But if you have already a home, you have investments and savings and all this stuff, and you're just selling as a sole proprietor, someone, if they sue you, they can go after all your personal assets. Now, myself, when I started, I was a sole proprietor because I didn't have any assets. I got nothing that you could sue me for or take from me when I was first starting. So, but if I was starting today, because I have a lot of assets, I would set up an LLC or a corporation. So, and there might be tax advantages for you as well, right? So there are typically some tax advantages through that, and you're gonna have to investigate that a little bit more and talk to an accountant. But for most people, it's just getting started. it's going to take a while before you launch your product and you make some money from it, but you can always add the LLC at any point if you choose to. I usually try to get people to save money initially and keep their expenses low so that they can just start seeing some income, and then as they start seeing income, then invest in those sort of things, rather than putting all this money up front and you don't even know if your product's going to sell yet. You're not sure how you're going to do. So I like to most people, it really depends on the circumstance, but most people just get the ball rolling first. Okay, let's dive into another question. Sorry, I'm just going to scroll up because I know I've been talking for a little bit. I want to make sure people that sent in a question earlier get an answer. Hannah says, do you think selling on Amazon is too saturated? Hannah, my response to that is no, I don't think it is. There's definitely more competition on Amazon now. There's more sellers. But here's the way I look at it. Number one, most sellers on Amazon have no idea what they're doing. Most sellers on Amazon suck, okay? They have a product up there, and even though they're competition, they're not really competition you really need to worry about that much. So just as an example, when I do product research, sometimes I find these products, they have a lot of competition, but I look at the competition and I'm like, this competition sucks. They have no idea what they're doing. That guy's making money. This listing is making, this guy's making sales on that product. Holy shit, I can come in here, dominate, clean these guys up. So that comes when you know what you're doing, Hannah. That comes when you have experience and you have a good training program like ASM or the bonuses that I offer you. Because most sellers on Amazon don't have something like Amazing Selling Machine. They don't have coaches, they don't have mentors, they don't have the strategies that you can get access to. If I did not have Amazing Selling Machine or the bonuses and all that stuff starting this business, then yeah, I'd be a bit more worried about saturation. But because if you invest in the training program, you have an advantage that other people don't have. You actually know what you're doing and you know marketing and how to actually outcompete and outrank all the other sellers that are on Amazon. So that's a huge advantage. And for me, because I have experience, I don't worry about competition because there's a lot of products that are making money that are doing a crappy job that you can do a better job, just a little bit better of a job. Because most sellers, they don't know marketing. And it's not the best product that wins, it's the best marketed product that always wins. So a lot of these sellers, they don't know how to market. Just like, when I was publishing books on Amazon, very active with that, a lot of authors don't know marketing. They are great writers, they're great authors, they create a great book, but they don't have no idea about actually marketing. And marketing is the most valuable skill that will actually make you money. So that's the advantage that you get. But number two, you gotta understand that Amazon is growing at a much higher pace and getting more customers and making more money than there is for the competition to come in. There's not enough sellers to keep up with the demand and the opportunity on Amazon. So, yes, the competition grows, it grows like this, but Amazon grows like this. And so there's just not enough really competition for it to be a big threat to affect your business that much. The other piece is what I teach, what ASM teaches, is to build a brand so that you're not dependent on Amazon. Because a lot of people, what they're only doing is just running Amazon ads and trying to rank their listing on Amazon. If you only do that, then yes, you have to worry a bit more about competition. But if you do what I teach, what ASM teaches, and you build funnels, you run Facebook ads, you build your social media, you do all the other marketing things, and you send that to your Amazon listing, you have an advantage over every other seller, you outrank them, and you don't have to worry about competition. So there's so much more I can share, but really you don't have to worry about this. I think the people that worry about saturation is the ones that they don't know how to sell on Amazon. They don't have any experience. They don't have the right guidance. They don't have the right strategies. They don't have coaching. They don't have that stuff, which is what you can have and take advantage of through the Amazing Selling Machine. So there's a big difference in mindset, right? Versus the person that's like the outsider. They've never sold anything and they worry about these things. It's really not anything that I worry about or any of the sellers that I know worry about selling on Amazon. Okay. And by the way, yeah, I see someone says competition is the best thing that can happen to you. Competition is such a great asset because I don't sell in any niche if there's not competition. The competition tells me whether or not it's profitable, because I can look at the competition and see how much they're selling, and that validates to me that it's actually lower risk to sell a similar product, because it's risky when you sell a product and there's no competition, because you have no idea how well it's going to do. But by looking at the competition, they give us an indication of how profitable this market is. And so, if they're doing this amount of sales and this guy and that guy and that guy, many people are, then you can also sell a product and make just as much, if not more than them. So competition is something you actually want to look for when you are doing research. All right, is ASM 10 available to ASM access to 11? Yeah, so if you are already an ASM student, you will get access to ASM 11. That's one thing I love about them, is that they always make their course better and new and updated. And if you're a previous member, you get access to that for free. So for me, I joined in 2014. Anyone that's joined over the years, they get access to all the new trainings that they release for free. That's a huge advantage and something that a lot of other courses or people out there that don't really do. And I know a lot of people that I've worked with, including myself and Tatiana, we're going through this new course as well. We're going through some of the new information just because there's new strategies that are available. And you want to take advantage of the newest strategies and have someone that's going to give those to you as your business grows, because that gives you even greater advantage. All right. Have you partnered with Jeff Bezos in actuality? No, I've not partnered actually with Jeff Bezos. The great thing is Amazon is this platform that's made it available for us. They've given us the opportunity. And the great thing about Amazon is your interests are aligned, which is always so valuable, because Amazon wants to help you succeed. They want to help you make money. They give you this opportunity to sell and launch a product on their platform, right? They give you all these great perks to sell on their platform. And they know that when they make it easier for you and faster and better for you to make money, it's going to make Amazon money, because Amazon takes their fees off of every product that you sell. So they want you to do well, right? Because they're going to make money from that. And the more money that you make, the more money that they make. And so it's great to be in partnership with a great company like that. Okay, Ryan says society runs on people using their time for money to generate cash flow. How do you see the future where the average person is able to create passive income? Well, Ryan, I think one thing important to understand, I would say it's the entrepreneurs that are really driving society the most. The entrepreneurs are the ones that are creating products, services, they're solving problems, they're creating new solutions to things and making it better and better. People that are entrepreneurs are the ones that will always be rewarded disproportionately versus the rest of society that's not willing to take on the risk of an entrepreneur, that's not willing to use the creativity, the resourcefulness, and all of that of what an entrepreneur brings to the table. Most of society is really the 99%. They're not willing to do what the 1% is willing to do, which is that entrepreneur that's willing to do something different than everyone else. But the entrepreneur is the one that will always succeed and prosper just because of their mindset and their ability to create and lead and all that sort of stuff. It's the one that does not adapt and does not evolve that gets left behind. Charles Darwin said, it's not the strongest or the smartest of the species that survives. It is he who's the most adaptable to change. So as long as you adapt to technology, the world, society, you make things better, you improve, you optimize, you'll always be ahead. If you're not adapting and you settle, that's where you get left behind. And that's really where most of society is going to face challenges, because as technology grows, a lot of people are going to be out of a job. A lot of people are losing their jobs already to artificial intelligence, to robotics. A lot of autonomous cars now that are coming are going to wipe out the taxi industry and things of that nature. And so if you're not adapting and evolving, you're going to be out of work. People think that an online business is risky. Having a job is risky. Having a job, think about this. When you have a job and you're dependent on someone else for your survival, your employer, and at any moment they can let you go and fire you. At any moment there could be a recession, or there could be something that affects affects things and you lose your job and now you can't get a job and months go by, you can't get a job no matter how hard that you try, versus the entrepreneur is the person that's betting on themselves and they've developed skills and the mindset to always prosper and make money regardless. They're not getting paid based on putting in their time. They're getting paid based on the value that they're adding. So that's a very different mindset, and I'd much rather be an entrepreneur than be an employee, because an employee, you're so dependent on someone else and you don't know how to function, how to work, and how to add value, because most people, they don't really perform at their highest level when they're an employee. They don't care as much, versus when you have your own business, you'll care so much more. All right, let's dive into some more questions. Can I start work with Amazon if I am from Moldova? Because I am, so I don't know if your country is available. Amazon's available to 100 countries that you can sell from. 99% of people that are watching this right now can sell on Amazon, but there might be certain countries that are small, that are maybe not as known countries, that you might not be able to sell on Amazon from. If that's the case, there's still solutions. You'd have to set up an offshore company and an offshore bank account. I have offshore companies in Singapore, Panama, and Canada. It's a bit of work and it's a bit of money, but it is a solution for those that are interested in doing it. Ty says, what's the one thing that you can tell someone like myself that wants to start a business and this is thinking about it over and over, but you have not took the leap? Ty, it comes down to what your why is and what you want. I think you got to first get clear, Ty, what do you want? What is your goal? What's the vision that you have for your life? If you haven't done so, you should actually take out a journal, spend a bit of time just writing down, what do you want? What do you want your lifestyle to look like? Because you got to get clarity on that first. For me, when I was, in my early 20s, I was kind of at a stage, I was trying to figure out, what do I want to do with my life? When I was 21 years old, I was like, and I was really like 19, 20, 21. I was really debating, should I go to school? Well, I was like, I don't just want to go to school just to go to school. I hate school. I remember when I was in high school, I hated it so much. I was like so looking forward to getting out of it. Last thing I wanted to do was go to university. And so I had a lot of pain associated to that. But I also thought, I don't want to spend all this time and money to get an education and just kind of not even use it. Change my mind a year or two later, which most people do. And I didn't believe in the education system. The education system is broken. It doesn't teach you the things that actually matter in life. It doesn't teach you how to become wealthy. It doesn't teach you how to create passive income. It doesn't teach you how to have a great, amazing relationship. It doesn't teach you how to be healthy and fit. It doesn't teach you how to be happy. It doesn't teach you the things that, in my opinion, matter the most in our lives. It teaches you how to memorize information and get a degree, which can potentially get you a job one day. And for me, that was just not anything that was attractive for me. And when I discovered online business, I read the book, The 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss. I was like, that's what I want. That's what's going to get me to where I want to go. I want an online business because I want freedom. I don't want to have to go to school. I don't want to have to work for someone else. For me, that was so painful. The worst feeling that I remember feeling so vividly, maybe you can relate, is that feeling when it's Sunday. Okay, it's Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, you're enjoying yourself, you're relaxing, maybe you're watching some TV or some Netflix, maybe you're on your computer, and then it hits you. I gotta go to work tomorrow. Oh, and I just remember feeling this energy being sucked out of my body. I was like, oh my God, I gotta go to work tomorrow, I gotta go to bed soon. It was just so painful. The anticipation of pain is really what it was, of having to go to work. That was the worst feeling. Or having to go to school the next day. That was so painful for me. I just remember feeling that. I was like, I don't want to feel that way anymore. So to answer your question, Ty, you got to know what you want. What's the lifestyle you want? I was very clear with that. And then why do you want this? Why do you want it? You got to have a why. You got to have a compelling enough reason of why this is important for you. If it's not important for you, you're not going to value it. You're not going to take advantage of it. For me, I was willing to do anything, whatever it took. As long as it was legal and ethical and moral and all that, I was willing to do it. And for me, I just, my reason was I just don't want to struggle with money for the rest of my life. I don't want to have an average life. I don't want to settle for mediocrity and have to worry about my bills. I don't want to have to go to a job that I don't enjoy. I didn't want to miss out on my potential and what I could become. I just knew I would never be happy on the existing path that I was on. And when I knew this other path was available in this other life, I was like, I'm young, I have my whole future ahead of me, I can make this happen. And I actually work with, and I've been chatting with people that are 60 years old, guys. You don't want to be in that position at 60, 70, 80 years old in your life and have that regret. I have people that I'm talking to that don't know how they're going to retire, and they're looking to start an online business. Don't you wish you started this earlier? Everyone that I talk to always wishes, man, I wish I knew about this earlier. I wish that I did this earlier. So, it's really a matter of choice. I think that more and more people have access to the internet and selling online. Businesses are transitioning to online. In the next few years, the next 10 years, 20 years, it's going to be a normal thing. But that's why you want to benefit from it now, because right now your friends and family think you're crazy and weird. Like, why would you build an online business? That's not real. That's a scam. They're going to say those things to you, right? Because they don't get it. They don't know what you know. They haven't watched the YouTube videos. They haven't been exposed to what you know. But guess what? 5, 10 years from now, they're going to be into online business, working online, working from home, all of that sort of stuff. But by that point, it's like you missed out on all of that. You want to be an early adapter. You want to take advantage of things early so that you benefit when the whole world adapts to it and they jump finally on board. You were already on board for the last 10 years. So that's how I look at things. But it's not for everyone. It's for those that, again, that are committed. I was committed. You got to find what your reason, what your purpose is. Okay, let's dive into some more questions. Elaine says, do you think I should upload to Kindle or concentrate on Amazon affiliate? Forget about Amazon affiliate marketing, okay? Affiliate marketing for products on Amazon is almost a waste of time unless you're selling high ticket products like jewelry, watches, TVs, things that are high ticket that you're gonna make a sizable enough commission from. Because Amazon's affiliate program with physical products are gonna pay you like a 5% commission. You do certain products that are $100 that you sell, that's only $5 that you're making. So if you're gonna do affiliate marketing, which I think is great, you don't do Amazon affiliate marketing, you do affiliate marketing of higher ticket products. Kindle books is great as well. There's not as much potential and profit to be made from that because you're also selling low ticket books that are a couple dollars, $10, less than $20 if they're paperback. But you're still learning Amazon, gaining some experience with it. So it's a good option as well. So if you're gonna do affiliate marketing, don't do Amazon affiliate marketing. I've got a course called Affiliate Marketing Mastery. You can learn about affiliatemarketingmastery.com. I would go through that because it'll teach you the right way to do affiliate marketing. Otherwise, publishing books is great, not just Kindle, but paperback and audiobooks. You gotta focus on those three. Okay, someone says, I'm passionate about teaching people the importance of morning rituals and habits in their life. How can I monetize my passion? So create content on it. If you want to help people with those things, create a YouTube channel, create a blog, create a podcast, create social media content, share your rituals, share your habits, share what you've learned with other people, similar to what I do. And then, if you find products you can promote and share with people as an affiliate marketer, or you can create your own, then that can allow you to do that. How much do you sell your courses for and what are they? So the courses that I have, you can learn about on my website, projectlifemastery.com. If you go to www.projectlifemastery.com/courses, then I have courses that are available there and you can learn more about them there. It'll be a lot easier for you just to browse around there, take a look at what I have. Selling on Amazon though, building an online brand through selling on Amazon is what I don't sell. I'm an affiliate for Amazing Selling Machine. They're the best course out there, and I provided right now all of my courses as a bonus that you can get for free when you join ASM 11. And so if you want to know more about that, I put the details in the description below. So right below this video, you can click on through. I will mention that ASM 11 and all my bonuses are expiring in an hour and a half. Okay, so an hour and a half, that's it. After that, you won't be able to join and take advantage of this. My advice is to take advantage of this. I wish that I had all of this when I was starting. I've had people, by the way, that have signed up for ASM, not even because they care for ASM. They're like, you know what, Stefan, I just want your bonuses because you're offering all of this incredible stuff, your affiliate marketing mastery course, your online business master accelerator for 12 months, your life master accelerator for 12 months. You're offering all this other great stuff that they just wanted that because they believe that the bonuses are more valuable than ASM. So, you know, it's a great offer. If you've always wanted my courses and to work with me and my help and my mentorship, this is the best opportunity that you're going to get to do that. So I don't plan on doing anything like this again, especially when my time is involved. Right now, I'm going to be coaching a group of people for 8 weeks through ASM 11. And that's something I'm not planning on doing again, just because my time, as time goes on, becomes worth a lot more and valuable a lot more too, and a lot more limited as well. So if you want to take advantage of that, this would be the best opportunity and time to do that. And then also I'll mention, if you have questions for me on that bonus page I have, that's in the description, there's a live chat button in the bottom right corner. Right after this string, I'm going to be answering questions. So if you have any questions for me about ASM, my bonuses, or anything like that, you can reach me live. Yes, it is me actually responding. I'll be responding to questions and everything. So if you have any questions, that's the way to reach me there as well. Okay. What about the raging financial crisis? So I think there's going to be a recession in the next 12 to 24 months within that time frame. I don't know when. Nobody knows when. I look at it that is an opportunity. If there's a recession, it's going to affect my net worth. It's going to affect maybe my business a little bit, but I think an online business will prosper during a recession, especially when you're selling retail products. So for example, for me, I'm an active investor. I have an investment portfolio. I buy a lot of stocks. I buy Amazon stock. I buy Shopify stock. I buy Target, I buy Walmart, I buy Dollar Tree, Dollar General. I buy retail outlets because during a recession, there's a lot of people, they still buy things, but what tends to do well in a recession is people, they're still buying products that are necessities for them. They're still going to retail stores, but they're going to the dollar stores, Amazon, Walmart, Target. They're going to those places more. And so there's certain products that can be recession proof on Amazon, and that might be worth looking at when you're doing your research, something that I definitely look for. And then also it's an opportunity if you're an investor, because then you can buy all these stocks at a cheaper price. And if they're stocks and companies that are blue chip companies and you believe long-term will come out of the financial crisis and recover, then you're going to make a great return. So I look at the same way with 2008. If I knew what I was doing then investing wise, I would have benefited so much from that. But it's even more of a reason to build an online business. It's more of a reason to get your finances together, because I'd be terrified having a job and being in a position where there's a recession or something happens and your employment is out of your control. Being an entrepreneur gives you the ability to be your own boss and you be able to make money regardless of your boss, your employer, or anyone else. And so that's what I love about being an entrepreneur, is that it creates that your own financial security and independence and freedom. And it gives you the freedom, even if you can live anywhere in the world, for example. Like if there was some sort of issue or something like that, I'd probably move to Thailand or Bali or something like that. So for me, I just love the mobility of an online business. Okay. Do you use a sourcing agent or contact suppliers directly? I contact them directly. However, ASM actually has a bonus where they'll do the sourcing for you. So that's a great bonus that they have right now, which is a brand new one. I've never seen them offer it before, but it looks pretty exciting. But yeah, you could do it yourself, or you can use a sourcing agent. What advice would you have for a high schooler, and what steps can I take to start early in Amazon FBA and finance? So, if you're young right now, it's the kind of thing is that you're kind of dependent a bit on your parents when you're young. Your parents are either going to support you and help you build your business and help you set yourself up for that, which is amazing. There's a lot of parents that I know that do that. I'm going to be that kind of parent for my kid. I want to teach them entrepreneurial skills and confidence and all these things that could serve them later in their life, whether they want to be an entrepreneur or not, just because I think you grow so much through that. But a lot of it might be based on your parents. If you can get your parents enrolled in you starting a business and helping you out, then that's amazing. If not, really one of the best things you can do right now when you're young is just learn. Work on your mindset, work on your habits, work on your work ethic, work on making some money and saving some money, learn some marketing skills, learn social media, learn all of these things that will help and benefit you later down the road. It'll help you when you're really ready to start a business and grow one. I think that's just one of the most valuable things you can do, because a big part of success, the ultimate thing that will determine your success is you. Okay, you are the ultimate resource that will determine your success. And you are the one that will make you successful. No one else will. I can't make you successful. ASM can't make you successful. Amazon can't make you successful. No one can make you successful but you, okay? Which means that you've got to work on yourself. Your income is in direct proportion to your level of self-development. So the more that you develop your habits, your discipline, your willpower, your work ethics, your mindset, your creativity, your resourcefulness, you build those mental, emotional, and physical muscles. When there's an opportunity to build a business, you'll be unstoppable. A lot of people, though, they haven't developed themselves, and that's where they have to build a business, but they've also got to work on themselves. Because there could be the best opportunity in the world right in front of you, but if you're not prepared for it, if you don't have the right mindset, you're not going to be able to utilize it. And so you want to make sure you work on both. And if you're young, read books, study entrepreneurs, learn as much as you can, and that will help set you up when you're ready. All right. Someone says, survival scrolls, I've already joined. How long will it take to replace an $8,000 job income? So impossible to really answer that, because there's so many factors, and it'd be irresponsible for me just to say, oh, it's going to take you 3 months. It's going to take you a year. It's going to take you this long. It's impossible. And I'm not willing to say something like that, and give a poor answer to you in that way. But the reason why I can't tell you what you want to hear, right? Because you want to hear there's a formula that if I just do this, this, and this, I'll be successful. It's not how it works. There's no guarantees. A course is a shortened learning curve. It's the fast track, but you still got to do the work. So all the factors that are involved is obviously, number one, the product that you choose, how much potential, how much it can make you. It also depends on your profit margins. It depends on how long it takes you to launch your product, when you launch your product, how successful of a launch you do, your marketing, your advertising of your product, how much time you put in, how much money you put in, your mindset, how fast and efficient you are in the time that you do have. There's so many factors that are involved in success. It's impossible to say that everyone is going to succeed in this time frame. Everyone has their own journey. Everyone's got to go through the ups and downs. Everyone has that. I give you a simple example. When I was in high school, I took math class and I hated math. It was like the worst subject for me. And there were some people I noticed in math class, and maybe you can relate. There's some people in class that just naturally got it, like they didn't have to study, they don't have to do their homework, they show up for the test, they get like 98% without even trying. Then there's other people like myself that always had a hard time. Didn't matter how hard I studied, how much homework I did, I just didn't get it. I had to have the tutors that had to work with me to help understand things. I couldn't even do the regular math. There was like regular math, there was like the smart people math, and then there was like the essential math. I had to do the essential math, and even then I'd only get like a C. That's just the reality. Everyone's different, right? And it's not, you don't compare yourself to anyone. You've got your own journey. Worry about you. Grow, learn, improve, and just do the best you can. The courses and the mentorship, everything I can provide for you will help you save you time, money, make things easier and faster. It's what I wish I had, because if I was starting over again today, tomorrow, I would jump on this in a heartbeat, because I wish that I had everything here that's being provided. And I know the value of all of this. I know what it can do for your life because of what it's done for my life. And, I think people are crazy not to take advantage of it, because I put so much into this, and, it took me 10 years to learn what I've learned, and I've invested hundreds of thousands of dollars in myself at this stage, hiring mentors and coaches and programs, all of that I've done. I can share with you the best of what I've learned to help you move faster and easier. So hopefully that can provide some answer for you. Okay, someone says, can you explain how you can move from full-time job to full-time Amazon business or even others? Well, having a job, a full-time or part-time job, is very valuable because you're gonna need money. A lot of people think if I just quit my job, work on my online business full-time, that's the answer. No, it's not. You need a job. It's faster and easier if you have a job that is providing some income for you, but you have some extra money that you sacrifice a bit, you save a bit, and you put that in your business as you're working your job. And then you just spend a few weeks on the weekend, a few hours on the weekend, a few hours in the evening times throughout the week, and you dedicate to building your business while you have your job that supports you, provides for you. Take some of that money, invest it in your business, and then eventually you got your job, your business starts going, and the income you make from your business now is replacing the income from your job. At that stage now, you quit your job because now you can pursue your business full time. You've established it. It's more mature of a business, and you can pursue it full time, and that replaces now the previous job that you had. Great questions, guys. How did you learn to speak fluently on camera? I'm a good writer, but when I get on camera, I blank out and scripts are too obvious. Yeah, you know, Dustin, I was very shy when I was in high school. I'm an introvert and still am. I was not a good communicator or speaker. But for me, it was such a painful thing in my life that I didn't have social skills or confidence that I really wanted to change that and work on it. So my journey has been long. It's been 15 years. I started when I was 17 years old. I started going out to approach women and improve my confidence and my speaking skills that way. I joined Toastmasters public speaking groups and acting classes, on improv classes, anything to push my comfort zone and get better as a communicator. I just believe in the power of communication. It's a very valuable skill to have. And so when I was 21 years old, I started a speaking business where I'd do public speaking and speak to groups, and I'd sell my coaching and different services that I had at the time. I also lived at one stage in a house with 9 people in my early 20s. It was actually called Project Vancouver. And there's 9 of us that lived in this house. We're all into self-development, but I used to put on every week a public speaking night where each person in the house would have to give a speech to the group. And we'd invite other people to come over as well, and we'd each give each other feedback and just provide an audience for that person to develop their speaking skills. And you know, I've done this for so many years now, and I've done now my YouTube channel for almost 8 years of speaking in front of the camera. So when you put in your 10,000 hours, you become a master. And you just gotta, just like with anything, develop it. You gotta make it important for you and just train yourself to do it again and again and again. I don't think I'm a great speaker. I don't even consider myself a speaker. I don't want to be a speech maker and be respected as that. I want to be an influencer. I want to be a persuader. I believe in influencing people in their lives to make better choices, to make changes in their life. And I don't think a great speech really changes people's lives. I think what changes people's lives is really caring about people and sharing with emotion, with passion, with caring and honesty, and trying to share from your heart and from your passion, really, to influence someone to make better choices in their life, to pursue their goals, their dreams, to start a business, to shift things in their mind. And so I consider myself more of an influencer and a persuader and a communicator than a speech maker. But the more you do anything, the more you practice it, you just get good at it. Okay, let's dive into a few more questions. How do you improve motivation and work ethic, and what nootropics do you use for focus? I sometimes use some mushrooms as a nootropic. So for example, like chaga, cordyceps, reishi, certain mushrooms can have certain benefits to your cognitive function, focus, memory, and whatnot. So I've used some of that. I've also used like Alpha Brain by on it. So there are certain things I've used, but I don't like to be dependent on a substance in order to perform. I want to make sure that I'm building my actual ability to perform, my actual memory, my actual focus, my actual confidence. I don't need to take a pill. I don't need to drink caffeine. I don't need any of that to depend on something, because I believe everything is already within me, and I want to stretch myself and build my own capacity and muscle. So that's my thoughts on that. In terms of how you develop motivation, it goes back to what I was saying earlier, which is you got to know what you want and why you want it. If you're not motivated, it's because you have impotent goals. You don't have goals or a vision that excites you, that's going to wake you up early and keep you up late. You know, you want to have goals and a vision and a future that's so compelling, you want it so bad that when you wake up, you can't wait to open your eyes in the morning. You hate closing them at night because you're going to feel you're going to miss out on something. That's the life you want to live. And so that only comes when you have a compelling future, something you want so bad, that you're so excited, that you're so obsessed about. And for me, that was building a business, it's making an impact, it's growing, it's having a great relationship. All of those things, they excite me because I'm very clear on what I want and I visualize and I see it and then I know why I want it. So you got to find what your why is, and we're driven either by pain or pleasure. Pain is a more powerful short-term motivator than pleasure is. So the pain of waking up another day and having to go to a job that you're not really fulfilled by, that should create pain for you. The pain of not being able to invest in yourself when there's an opportunity that arises that can change your life for the better. The pain of not being able to have the freedom to do what you want when you want, to travel on a dime, to be able to stay at the nicest hotels, to be able to go to that nice restaurant, to be able to provide for your family what they really deserve. That should create pain for you. That pain drives you and gives you momentum, right? And then you give yourself pleasure for imagining and seeing and experiencing what you want. That combination, you combine that, that's going to create an unstoppable motivation. But you got to do some soul searching. You got to take out a pen and paper. You got to spend some hours and get clear on what you want and get clear on why you want it and really find that those reasons really do inspire and motivate you. Everyone has different reasons. You got to find out what yours are. You know, at one stage for me, it was like, I just wanted to be the best I could be so I can get a girlfriend. You know, that motivated me so that I could attract an amazing woman in my life. And I felt so much pain not having that, not having what I wanted, that it drove me to work on myself, develop every part of myself so I could one day have that. You know, or the pain of looking in the mirror and not seeing the body that I envisioned for my life and what I want, that created pain for me, and that pain would compel me to go to the gym and to eat better and to do what's necessary. So find what that reason is. Great questions, guys. Thank you, guys. Really appreciate all the comments, all the love. Thank you guys so much for being a subscriber. It's really a pleasure to have this opportunity to communicate with you guys and answer your questions and spend some time with you. So I want to thank you guys for being a fan and follower of Project Life Mastery. Okay, how much money should I put aside? How much money should I put aside to be comfortable after purchasing ASM 11? So it really depends on what kind of product that you're selling. I think $2,500 is a good, safe amount. You don't want to have too much money. Because I actually see some people, they're like, Stefan, I've got a lot of money to invest. And I'm like, don't. You know, ASM is going to teach you how to do things in the most cost-efficient way. And sometimes people that have a lot of money, they can get careless with it and waste it. I think it's better to set a budget for yourself. I think $2,500 is good. You can find products and you might spend less than that. I know some people have spent $500. You know, with the ASM guidance and training. So some people have done that. Other people have spent more, $5,000. But I think $2,500 is a good amount that gives you a lot of options and a lot of flexibility. So I would say $2,500 is good. You can start with less and you can start with more, but $2,500 I think is a good average. Does ASM help you build your brand if you want to sell somewhere else after Amazon, like Shopify? So Bert, they do help you build your brand, but they don't specifically teach Shopify and all that. There's a lot to learn in building an online business beyond Amazon, especially when you want to venture beyond. There's courses and information and things to learn about Facebook ads, about YouTube if you want to, or Google or SEO. There's a lot of strategies out there. So ASM and no course is the end all be all. There's always continued growth and learning and always trying to improve as you grow your business. Just as myself, it's not that I've ever taken one course and then that was all there is. I've been through many courses, many mentors, many seminars, all of that I've done for many, many years. But they will help you build a brand My bonuses actually will more help you, I think, with that, because one of my bonuses is we'll set up a website for you. We set it up using WordPress with WooCommerce, which is actually the number one, more than Shopify, it's used for e-commerce stores. And it's a bit more advanced than Shopify is. So that's a bonus that we set up for you, because I actually pay my team to provide that for you, and I've trained them how to do it with WooCommerce and WordPress. So that is a bonus I provide. Then also my affiliate marketing mastery course will teach you how to build a brand and how to build a presence, how to build an email list, how to build a following, similar to what I've done here with Project Life Mastery. So that course focuses on that, teaching you how to do that. And then that's why I combine that with as a bonus for ASM, because then it'll help you build your brand as you're selling your product on Amazon. You'll have a brand presence that you can use and drive this external traffic to your Amazon listing. Okay, do a few more questions, guys, and then I'm gonna actually hop off to dive into the questions for those that are on my bonus page, live chatting with me, Joe. So just one reminder is that ASM 11 and my bonuses are closing now in just over 1 hour. After that, it's closing up, won't be able to join, you'll miss out on my bonuses. So you wanna make sure you take advantage of this now. You cannot wait. There's about an hour and 7 minutes available to take advantage of this. So again, the details are in the description below, but I'm gonna answer 1 or 2 more questions so that I can dive into the questions I know that people have right before they close up. Okay. Okay, Dean says, how do you grow a business? I got traction with organic traffic, but I'm stagnant. Info product biz, can't scale cold traffic with ads as they aren't a positive ROI. So, Dean, I think one of the best ways, if you have an info product, is to be a content creator publicly. Running ads is something, so there's a few things with running ads. Running ads, you gotta obviously make sure that you're really on top of your numbers, you have a really good conversion rate. Most courses and products, especially as they're higher ticket, you have to sell on a webinar, or you have to have like a product launch sequence, similar to what ASM does. Because the higher ticket the product is, there's more that you have to communicate up front, whether it's in a webinar or whatever else, to help someone be able to buy that product. So that's a skill that you really got to master, is copywriting, is creating funnels, the webinars, all of that, so that you get the best conversion possible. And that's a whole rabbit hole that you can study and learn and master. Otherwise, for me, what I personally love is creating content, because by creating content for free, putting it out on YouTube, a podcast, my blog, my social media, I just try to add value. That's the only way that I can do what I do for almost 8 years now, is I care about people, I'm obsessed with learning and growing, and I wanna share what I've learned with other people. I wanna help them, I wanna inspire them, I wanna challenge people to step up in their lives and grow. And so by putting out a lot of content, what that does is organically people find my content. You guys found me on YouTube, obviously, by searching around, or maybe my video popped up. And when you add value through content and people find you and they follow you and they receive value from you, I don't really need to worry that much about marketing. I don't really need to worry that much about conversions. Because a lot of people, when they consume content, especially if you do a great job, like my goal every time I create content is I want to leave people better off. I want you to watch something and be so inspired, so moved, so motivated, so whatever. I want you to feel compelled to take an action in your life. And when I get that reaction from someone, I don't need to worry about marketing, because someone that's watching this, watches one of my videos, they're like, wow, amazing. Who is this guy, Stefan James? I gotta hit subscribe. I gotta hit like. I gotta leave a comment. What else does this guy have? Does he have a website? Does he sell something? I wanna learn more. What's his Instagram? I gotta follow, that's the reaction I want, where when you add value in that way, you build that relationship with someone where I don't need to sell you really that much. I don't need to do that. It's just organically people are gonna wanna learn more, because you've already given so much and they just wanna go deeper with you. Not everyone does. Some people stay at the surface. Some people, they're more of a casual follower, but your raving fans and your tribe, they wanna go deep, they want more, they want your help, and that's how you sell your product. So I would say if you already have an info product biz, you should be creating content, whether it's on YouTube, a blog, and get really great at content creation. Get great at marketing that content, search engine optimization, communicating, adding value, caring about people, loving them, sincerely trying to help and serve them. And then your sales are going to take care of itself from doing that. So that's my advice to you. Okay. Sorry guys, apologize for the weird people that spam on these chats that sometimes you get. All right, it's all fun. Okay, let's see if there's one more question that you guys have. I'm going to try to pick a question that will benefit the most people here. Okay, this is a good one. Aiden says, what percentage of gross revenue actually becomes profit? So every business has different profit margins. A healthy profit margin is 20 to, I'd say, on average, I'd say 20 to 50%. 50% is really good, but 20 to 40% I'd say is like good, decent, good. Anything beyond that is like amazing, like 50% is actually amazing. So that's for most people, but it also depends whether you're like in growth mode or maintenance mode, because some businesses, they just want to put the profit back into it to grow it faster. Example of that is actually Amazon. Amazon's a business that doesn't really like to profit much. They like to put everything back into the business to grow and ramp it up and scale faster. So everyone's different. Like I know some people, they make 10 grand a month and they profit 5K a month from that, you know, and they're good with that. They're like, you know, I'm set. I'm $5,000 a month, passive income, don't have to do much for my business, just gonna maintain a few things here and there. And they're more than like happy with that. Other people, they wanna ramp it up. They'd much rather take that 5K, put 3,000 back into the business, keep 2,000 for themselves, and then they want to grow that to 20,000 a month or 50,000 a month or beyond that. So everyone has their own preference. It's just really knowing what you're getting into this for, what your goal is in starting this business. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up. I know there's more questions. I'll hopefully do another live maybe soon, but I wanna make sure that for those of you interested in ASM 11, starting your Amazon business and my bonuses, you guys get a chance to take advantage of that. The details are in the description below. So just a reminder, it's now closing in 1 hour. ASM 11, my bonuses expires in 1 hour. So make sure you sign up below this video, the description, the details are all there for you. If you have any further questions for me about ASM 11, my bonuses, you can live chat with me on my bonus page. Again, details in the description. And I'll be on for the next hour up until closing, just answering messages that I get through the live chat and making sure people can get signed up successfully. So thank you guys so much for being here. Always an honor, always a pleasure. I look forward to connecting again soon. I look forward to working with many of you to make 2020 the best year yet in starting your business and creating financial freedom. So congrats to those that have already joined, and I'm looking forward to working with many more of you. Take care and God bless.